Hola a todos, estoy aquí en mi casa y me di cuenta que, déjame pensar sobre mi paseo de aprendizaje de español. And so I was just here thinking and reflecting because I have restarted back Duolingo. Yes, I have restarted back. So if you haven't seen my other videos, yeah, I'll probably have to put a link below. But anyway, so I started back Duolingo 41 days ago because, right, I have my little streak going on pretty good right now. So it is February in 2022. And so I've been doing pretty good. And it's really related. I can't even say it's because of the new year, but it's more so related to my upcoming trip that I'm trying to brush up on. And so I'm going to just make this video to say don't be afraid to go back to the basics because sometimes we find ourselves drifting away, not because of passion, but more so because of situations. And so for me, my situation is right. I work in the schools, and la mayoría de los estudiantes son hispanohablantes y también sus padres también. And so, right, the majority of my students are Spanish speaking. Now, majority of them are bilingual. But of those, there are quite a handful that are not, that are ESL students, so they're learning and improving on their English. And so a lot of their parents, but a lot of times when I am speaking to parents, I will translate. But for some reason, for the last month and a half, going on 2 months, I have not had that opportunity. Well, I won't lie. I've had the opportunity, but I've been just so busy that I actually have not followed up with making some phone calls to parents. Therefore, I have not had as many opportunities to practice my Spanish, and I just feel extremely rusty, which is why I think I started that. I realized I was like, you know what? I really need to do this. Even though Duolingo sometimes gets a bad rep, but it has been really nice. So I just really came on here to not being sponsored by Duolingo, but just to remind everyone to go back to the basics every now and then. You find out new vocabulary, and for me, I'm realizing there's an area that I've been rusty in with my tenses. So the imperfect, for example, or I don't even know all the names of them, but it's like the like if I say I used to dance, bailaba, it's like those ones I had just really forgotten about. I've gotten used to using just the past tense, just I get the regular past tense or just the present tense, and forgot how to utilize those. So it's been nice to go back and do the Duolingo. And I don't spend a whole bunch of time, but at least get on there. And unfortunately, I don't practice, so that's reasons why. But at least is something that I can do right now as I prepare for my trip to make sure I have more vocabulary and getting more comfortable with it. I will say because I've done the tree before and really I'm just kind of going through for the second time around, that this time going through what I am doing is making sure when I hit or when it goes to the next question, especially when it's audio, I try not to look at it. And that way I am training my ear to hear it and making sense of what it is. Or when I'm inputting what the actual sentence is that I believe the statement is, I'm already thinking ahead of it instead of just doing it like how sometimes we may do in school, like, oh, let me master words, this is it, but not really thinking about it. So I'm trying to be more intentional with it. And so sometimes when we go back to the basics, that's what we have to do. I will admit I've tried to go back to the basics in previous months, previous years, and it's just boring. But I think because I have a goal that is in a certain time period that's upcoming, that it's more real for me. It's more like, okay, I can plan to quote unquote use it, even though I have the opportunity to use it at work. But I am considering trying to speak to I just miss having my coworker, the one coworker who helped me at the beginning of my journey. I just miss talking with her just as a friend, but even just the ease of it because it was just easy, it was comfortable. It was challenging, yeah, but it was just it was just what I needed. And so I don't have that. And while I still have my language partner, and I guess opportunities with a coworker that I don't work physically with, but we have the same role, I do, but I just go to English because it's just like I don't feel like it, or I start getting insecure, which I will be in a podcast coming up soon. I was a guest on a language related one. So when that comes out, I'll be sure to post about that as far as, some of the insecurities that I have with language. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and just say where I'm at in my little journey right now with Spanish, and to encourage everyone to, yeah, sometimes you have to just go back to the basics, do what you have to do, and keep making progress, even despite how it may feel. So, all right, well, gracias por, see, here I go. Gracias por venir aquí conmigo y que tenga un buen día. Chao.